everyone, and welcome back to Second Rank Fire. As always, I'm your host Ben, and Dave, you're back with us again.
Hello. Make it sound every time I don't come back, like a stray puppy that keeps returning.
I assume you won't, so it's just a surprise when you do.
Thanks. I think.
Yeah, sure. It reflects well on you because you're committed, whereas it reflects well on me because you're willing to come back and talk to me, which is quite nice.
I can just see Ben trying to dig himself out of here. But yeah, carry on.
I mean, most people don't come back for a second conversation with me. We're on episode 21, so you've had at least 21 conversations with me.
I know,
so I'm
right?
doing
Jesus.
well, I feel. Yeah, this is the most I've talked to anybody ever, so well done. Friend. And we've got a third person on the podcast. For those who have listened to me and First Rank Fire and the old stuff, will know this guest. Will definitely know this guest. Stibio, how are you doing?
Hi.
You back?
I'm back. I begged every day I asked. Finally, I'm back.
And his wishes come true again.
Yeah. What can you imagine that being your dream to come back on here? Poor Stibio. Well, it's a pleasure to have it. Stibio, for those who haven't listened to the old episodes on First Rank Fire, you've been on there twice. People should go and listen to those, but for those who haven't, can you just give a bit of a background of you in the hobby and who you are?
Oh, geez. Okay. I love Ultramarines. I love Dreadnoughts. I do memes. If you've seen a Warhammer meme, it probably was one of mine. Did YouTube for a bit, then YouTube kicked me in the teeth, and I was like, okay, I'll stop doing that for a bit. That's about it. Oh, and Dreadnoughts. Love Dreadnoughts.
You're a big Dreadnought fan. That's definitely been a theme in the last couple of episodes. How much you love your Dreadnoughts. So, obviously, you paint a lot on Instagram. You paint a lot in real life, and then you put it on Instagram.
Yeah.
But yeah, you are particularly well known for your Ultramarines and your Dreadnoughts specifically. But you do paint other things. There are the odd Blood Angel and Guard. You paint a little bit of Guard in there somewhere.
Yeah, I just like spicing things up a little bit, but I just can't get away from the Ultramarines. I just love them.
Yeah, I mean that's going to be the theme of this episode is Ultramarines. So we'll talk more about your love for Ultramarines later on. You can talk to your heart's content about how much you love them and why you love them. But we will kick off as we normally do. I think this is going to be quite a quick section. Dave, what have you been doing for the past 2 weeks, and what are you going to do for the next 2?
Well, I managed to build half my hobby progress this week. I managed to build the Phoenix Lord, the Death Reaper guy. And that's as far as I got, to be honest. Just proper face plant.
It's like one of
the
my
other
days.
Reapers. Yeah, the Reapers have been in cellophane still, which are in the corner in the bedroom, which I will get to eventually. But things have taken priority at the moment, which will be. I did have a game against someone. Did I mention it last episode? This is great podcasting.
I think you said you're going to play a game. I can't remember either.
Yeah, so we had a game against 2 random people at club where I am. We couldn't finish it, unfortunately, because someone had to go, so we only did like 3 turns and stuff like that, but we managed to win it just. The Supremacy suit did die. I was testing up my doubles with my mate Will, who's got an awesome Crew army, which is just all, ironically, blue Crew, which is quite theme for this episode. It's quite nice. You'll find him. I think I'll give him a shout out at the end. I'll find his name, and people can give him a follow because it's quite cool. For the next 2 weeks, surprisingly, hopefully get the 5 Reapers done. It's not much of a challenge. I think I've come up with a cool idea base, which Ben helped me pointed out with the basing material from Gatehouse Gaming, which is like a black and hint of green. So, because I want to go with like it's like a ruined Elder tomb craft world on a tomb world type thing. So they're like it's like a big grudge, I believe. It's in the old fluff where Necrons and Elder hate each other. And I've got a Warhammer 40k doubles tournament this weekend at Warhammer World. So, which will be good fun. It'll be interesting to see people's reactions with what I am bringing. And it'll be like Marmite, I think, this weekend. You're either going to love it or you're going to hate it. So I'll be interested to hear people's feedback and comments, like good and bad, because people will be salty up there, I bet, because I'm taking it to a doubles, but
Depends on how well it does, I guess, because either people are flattening it or they'll get flattened to buy it.
yeah, there's a few lists with Angron in it up there going to doubles, because we can see the lists. So if Angron gets in combat, it's just going to wreck face and it's going to kill it, and I wouldn't expect nothing less from a Primarch killing a Titan type thing. So that'll be me for the weekend and potentially the other week as well to get this 5 guys done. So short and sweet, but I'll probably report back more on to the games that I've had over the weekend, which I'll probably be fully drained by Sunday driving home, because it's tiring playing little toy soldiers, as they say. Mentally draining, but that's about it. How about yourself?
I've done more than you, which is a weird one for once. So I finished painting off my big pig, so my Iron Jaws. I built it up as a bit of a mixture of the different ones it could be. So it's going to have the hacking crew on, but it can either be the Tusk boss or the... I can't remember what they're all called. They're all got weird names. But yeah, it can be one of the two, so it's a bit of a mixture. Primed up the Intercessors that I said about last time. I picked a Terminator Captain, which kind of... I played a game, which I'll get to in a second. I played a game, and I just got a bit of a drive to want to paint a Terminator, or to paint some Deathwing again, because I took my custom chapter, but I saw some other people playing some Terminators and stuff like that, and I got a real itch to paint one, so I painted up a Terminator Captain as well, which was pretty good, in Deathwing colours, of course. So, yeah, it's got to be, right? Terminators. Why would there be anything other than Deathwing? No other chapters deserve Terminator armor. No offense, Stibio. Dark Angels should have every suit of Terminator armor. That should be the law. And yeah, I played a game. So I played against a friend. It's like a week ago now, something like that. Took the same list I took against you, actually, Dave. I tinkered it slightly, so I took some scouts instead of the suppressors. Yeah, I didn't take the suppressors. Took some scouts instead. It was a wicked game. I won by 4 points. Super close. So my mate took knights, a mixture of knights and demons, and yeah, it was a bit of I was behind, I think, until basically turn 5. He pushed forward and being knights, they were sort of hard to take off. But as it went on, I was just able to take. I think there was one turn where I took off 3 war dogs in one turn, which was pretty good. Yeah, tank did a lot of work. The aggressors did a lot of work, actually. Held back the aggressors in turn 1 and then pushed them forward turn 2. They managed to... I think they did a lot of damage. They did a lot of damage with their shooting. Then they charged a war dog on the centre objective, punched that and killed it. And then as another war dog came round the corner, I overwatched it and killed the war dog in Overwatch. But they've got like... They've got like 60 shots. They've got 60 shots with lethals. Like it's an insane amount of shots. So you're going to get sixes through. They get +1 to their AP. So you go to a 4-up save. Because the thing is with Overwatch with that list, because the whole list is built around lethals, and so there's 20 intercessors, each with a lieutenant in there. So they all get lethals. And there's a squad of 6 aggressors with apothecary biologists. So again, they've got lethals. So the intercessors put out 40 shots. The aggressors can put out... I take the Stormbolt ones. So they've got 3 shots per gauntlet, I think. 3 shots.
Twin linked, aren't they?
Yeah, they're twin linked. But then they've also got the missiles on top, which are D6 with blast. And so actually they put out a comparable amount to the intercessors. So they can put out about 40 shots as well. So your Overwatch, which... To be honest, I'm taking Gilliman, which means that I've got enough CP to do that and the other stuff that I need to. I'm not even bothered with wounding. Just instantly, everything that goes through is lethal, so I only have to roll the dice once. Yeah, lethal hits are bonkers good. Bonkers good. The knight did only have... The war dog did only have 1 wound left, so it's not like I took like half of its wounds down. Yeah, the tank had already taken it down to like 1 wound, so yeah, It was a really good game though, really really tight. Like I say, I was behind until like turn 5 or turn 4 maybe. I started to take the lead, and then turn 5 I managed to table him. Super tight game. That's in terms of, that sounds like a lot. That's just because I talked about the game a lot. But in reality, I built a pig. I sprayed 10 intercessors, and I painted 1 character in terms of painting stuff. That's been it. So not a huge amount more than you. I don't know what my target will be for the next one. We have got 3 weeks between this and the next recording. Because otherwise we'll be recording on bonfire night, which is a bad idea. What shall I do? I've got some intercessors that I still want to paint, but the thing is I want to record those as I paint, which slows down the process quite a lot. So even though it's a quick paint, so the idea is they're going to be speed painted. The same way that I did my Terminator Captain and the Blood Angels Captain, so speed painting with sponges and contrasts. So the actual painting doesn't take that long, but the whole recording of it adds quite a lot of time. So I've got to do that, and I want to finish off my brutes. So maybe that'll be it. Let's go with that. 3 weeks to try and do that. That should be enough. Yeah. Stibio, I know that you've not done any painting over the last 2 weeks, and you're not planning to. Well, you might do a bit of painting over the next 2 weeks because you've got a lot of renovations going on.
Yeah.
So rather than asking you about your projects, how much do you find that you're missing painting?
A lot. I really want to paint. I'm desperate to paint. But
you used to paint like all the time, right? That used to be like you were banging out content. Like you the stuff you were coming out with was absolutely amazing. But you were doing so much painting.
Yeah, it's just my way of switching off is painting. So I do feel a bit like that sort of stress relief has gone a bit. So yeah, long story short, renovating the back of the house, doing a lot of it ourselves, and I've been doing a lot of digging. And yeah, it's just priorities. Can't really be painting toy soldiers when you've got to dig. So
well, I guess you've not had a painting room either for a chunk of that. So it's not even like you've had a space to paint.
So my Warhammer space was right above where we're renovating the kitchen, and it's old floorboards with gaps. So all my Warhammer, all my supplies, everything is covered in brick dust. So before I can get painting again, I need to go through with an air gun and blast everything.
Oh God!
And like hoover up all the dust.
Just get a leaf blower and just try and do it that way.
Yeah.
Just try and do it all at once.
I've got an air nozzle for my compressor, so I can just spray everything. But it's just a lot of effort, and I'm just waiting until everything's done. But we're getting there. We are getting there. But
it'd be good to see you painting again. I definitely miss your posts.
I miss painting. I really miss painting.
It'll be back soon. Maybe even by the time we've got this podcast out, so this will go out next week. So you might have done a little bit of painting.
No,
so who knows?
Definitely not.
Okay, so let's go on to the theme. So obviously we brought Stibio in. We've done loads of Stibio before in the past, and we all know that Stibio is the master of the Ultramarines, right? You are Gilliman incarnate. That's what we're going to call you now, right now, Stibio.
There's a couple of others I could say could claim that title, but I think I'm up there. Like, I'm not really one to big myself up, but for this, maybe, yeah.
You are a resident expert. This is why we've brought you in. We wanted to talk Ultramarines, and there was only one person we could bring in to do that. So, you are our resident expert. You had to be. Who else could it be? You've been on the channel almost more than me at this point. So. So I mean, the easiest way to start this off is obviously you are really well known for your painting of your Ultramarines. What makes you love Ultramarines so much? What drives you towards that chapter?
Simple answer is blue. I just love the colour and the colour of the scheme.
Yeah,
it's very harmonious the way all the paint scheme works together. So that's the main reason. It's how it looks visually. Secondary to that is the Greco-Roman sort of flavour they have, because as you guys know, all the different chapters have different inspirations. Ultramarines is the Greco-Roman sort of style. And then tertiary to that, I'd say, is all the lore. So there's a lot of Ultramarines lore. And post Primaris, like I know I'm called Stibio Primaris, and I'm on screen as Primaris right now. But I love Firstborn stuff, and I'm a bit iffy about the Primaris thing. But post Primaris,
still,
yeah, it is what it is. But post Primaris, the lore is just so good. Like all the Gilliman books, the Dark Imperium books, all the like Call stuff. Yeah, I love it. Oh, I like Cato Sicarius. Oh, and I'm so happy he's getting
His
this
new
model. Yes.
Yeah, his new model. Yeah.
That's who I want to paint
Such
next.
a cool pose as well.
I don't know when those are coming out as we're recording, because I think there was
Sunday, Saturday, this Saturday.
So when this episode goes out, the new models will be out.
Buy them, guys.
Yes. So you're getting there's a new Calgar, new Victrix Honor Guard, new Cato Sicarius. There's the new Combat Patrol, which is rubbish. What else is there? Oh, there's all the heads.
Yeah,
all like the extra bits. The Ultramarines, oh my lord, they are getting so many new bits. They look amazing.
Yeah, buddy.
Sounds suspicious, doesn't it?
So like Ultramarines, when Primaris first came out, got the upgrade sprue. And then they did the Black Templars and the Blood Angels, and they got those gorgeous upgrade kits. And I was like, oh, the Ultramarines one is so bad. And then this one's come out.
Boring.
And so I think I might actually, I'm saying it on the pod, but I might actually become Stibio Primaris again.
Whoa.
Because
back to the Primaris Marines.
I want to pick up, just don't tell my wife, but I want to pick up everything. Combat Patrol, Calgar, Sicarius, the Victrix Guard, the upgrade sprue. Oh.
I mean, because you don't play, right? So
No.
I guess the Combat Patrol actually for you is not that bad. But as a Space Marine player, I look at that Combat Patrol and I'm like, this is probably the worst one they brought out recently.
See,
Reavers, they are rubbish in game. They have been since they came out. And they remain absolutely awful in game now.
Sorry, I was looking. I'm thinking there's two they're releasing. There's that Combat Patrol, which I'm not interested in, and there's the Heroes of the Chapter, I think. So it's all Terminators. Yeah. That's the one I'm thinking of. Sorry.
Yeah, that one's really, really cool.
Yeah.
Obviously, we have talked about this earlier in the episode. That is a Dark Angels box. It's just being badged as Ultramarines. You can't bring out that many Terminators and not say that it's a Dark Angels box. Come on, man. I'm very tempted to get that. Well, I'm very, very tempted.
This will probably lead into something later on that you may ask me, but that is not an Ultramarines box.
No,
it's a Terminator box.
It is a Terminator box. I don't even know if it comes with the Ultramarine.
No, it's not. It's just Terminators, and this is what I think you'll dip into later. But it's not Ultramarines. It's just because they're on the cover.
Yeah, the literal poster boys, right? So yeah, it almost had to be. I guess it's a difficult one. Like they couldn't drop them as Dark Angels, because they're releasing all the Ultramarine stuff, so it kind of made sense for them to Ultramarines anyway. But given that Dark Angels have just relatively had the Deathwing Knights and all the sprues, the upgrade sprues that make Deathwing Terminators, I guess they can't really make it Dark Angels, can they?
Nope.
As much as it should be.
But then that's why you just go out and buy the upgrade sprue.
Yeah.
Then job done.
I have 1,001 bits in my bits box. I could definitely upgrade them all to be Deathwing. So if I get the box, that well, it's a difficult one. So I've got, what have I got? I've got I think I've already got 15 of the Terminators. So the ones with the Stormbolters, I've already got 15 of the new ones of those. So because what is the box? It's 10 Assault Terminators, 10 Terminators,
yeah, and a Chaplain,
the Captain Chaplain, and the Ancient.
And an Ancient.
Yeah.
So the 10 Terminators, I could probably I don't get me wrong. I love Terminators, so I'd add them in. The 10 Assault Terminators, they look super cool. I'm over the moon that they're bringing those back out. It's well overdue. Chaplain's not new. The Captain's not new. So most people have kind of got those. The Ancient's super cool. Super cool.
Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous.
The only thing I don't like about it is the Terminator heads. It looks like they've got a jaw piece on. It just looks wrong as a Terminator head.
It is quite strange. They're
had like jaw surgery, and that's it. It's like, let's just put that on there for the time being. No rough fighting, right? It's like, what?
It's something that they did with the Deathwing side when they did the like the Deathwing Knights and things like that, because they've got like 3 or 4 different heads that you could take. So the box that they came with, the Deathwing Knights, come with like standard Terminator heads. The ones with just like the jaw piece, the almost like the Grey Knight ones, do you know, with like the pointy noses.
Yeah, which is very cool.
Yeah, so they've been around for a little while. Which
I just never noticed it.
I like helmets, so I always never put heads on mine.
Do you know what I'm calling now?
Yeah.
I'll say it because the thought will leave me. Next year, I'm saying it now, I guarantee this will happen. Grey Knights, Legion of the Damned, refresh.
That would be cool. Grey Knights need it desperately. I thought they'd do it when they did the whole Codex thing, but they basically did
like the revamp.
Grandmaster, didn't they?
Yeah.
Cool. Okay. Don't care. I thought they were going to do that already. I'm amazed that they didn't. Legion of the Damned would be outstanding.
Oh, imagine if there were plastic sculpts as well. Oh,
they better do it right though. They better do a mix of Firstborn and Primaris.
Yeah, I think they would need to.
Yeah.
With Ferrus Manus as their leader, right? That's what everyone says.
Yes.
But so where would they get placed though? Would they get placed in the Space Marine Codex or Imperial Agency? Imperial Agents, maybe? I don't know.
It'd probably be a kill team, I reckon.
Yeah.
And then
that's a good
like
shout.
maybe Imperial Agents or something like that.
Yeah. Oh, kill team of them. That'd be epic.
You read it here first.
Okay. That's a take and a half. Obviously this is going up on YouTube and on Spotify, so we'll be about to come back to you, Stibio, with it.
Speaking of the Terminator models and new models, what is your, just a question as well, combined. What is your personal opinion on the amount of models that Marcus Calgar has had released in since 3rd edition? I think he's had about 5-6 models.
So he's had what? He's had the original on the toilet, and then he had the
Cha-Cha-Cha one with his fist in the air, yeah.
And he had the second ed with the eagle backpack. Then he had the metal Terminator one. So I've painted both of them. Then he's had the refreshed plastic one, didn't he?
So that was the Gravis one.
Yeah. That was before this one.
Yeah.
And now he's at the Terminator one. So that's what, 5?
Flipping out, his wardrobe must be massive. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's like, what do I have today?
Well, the idea, I know, I was reading up on it. The idea is that the Gravis armor is the armor of Heracles, or however they've called it, but it's Heracles, right? Mm-hmm. Is it the armor of Anticles?
Armor of Anticles? Oh, Anticles?
Something like that. Yeah, it's just been embiggened.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the Gravis armor is taken from his original whatever armor he was in before, his non-Terminator armor that he was in before, and so that's been Gravisized, and then they've just boosted his Terminator armor. So in theory, he's still wearing the same armor that he's always worn.
It's just embiggened, and he's still got the gauntlets of Ultramar.
Yeah,
just the model. I
did like that.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. I love the little bit of fluff around that, and the fact that they've adapted the Terminator armor so that the gauntlets can fit on it and on the Gravis armor. I thought that was it was a really nice touch.
And it's, I think they were Chaos gauntlets originally, weren't they? Ripped off a
they
Chaos
were,
champion.
Yeah, Gilliman ripped them off a Chaos champion, didn't they? And they had to. Baptized was the word that's in my head, but it's not baptized, is it? It's
cleanse.
Cleanse. Yeah, that's the word.
Purity of the Emperor.
Purify. Yeah. Bask in the Emperor's glory and become the Ultramarines' relics.
But so with that Sakaris model, I must say, it's definitely got Horus Heresy vibes with the type of, I don't know if it's where they painted it or what. It feels like a Mark III type armor. It's like quite chunky in a way.
Sicarius,
like
he's had
plates.
sorry for talking over you. Sorry.
That's all right.
He's had
Sure show.
5 or 6.
Yeah.
He's had a lot of models as well, and I just snagged off eBay new and blister Sicarius with the claws, and then they just literally that same day announced a new model, and I was like, am I happy about this or not?
Would you or would like to have the helmet option? Still?
Yes, because he's got it in his hand, but I don't know. It is such a dynamic model. I think it does fit him. It's very Roman, like
definitely
having it in his hand like that, as you'd see it in like a statue or something. So
it's like a Centurion style
yeah,
thing.
it's
Like,
gorgeous. Just the design. Even all the Ultramarine haters have been like, okay, these are really good.
Don't tell anyone.
Yeah,
It feels like a step back to how Ultramarines were. I mean, this is one of the questions that sort of came through. Was so I'll pose the question to you, Stibio, and then we can talk about it more. But do you feel like going through the Rubicon into Primaris and becoming the poster chapter? Do you think that they lost a lot of their identity? So obviously, if you look at 30k and you look at a lot of the old Ultramarine stuff, and you even look at Sakaris now, there's that sort of Roman theme that comes through. Do you feel like they lost a lot of that identity going into becoming Primaris? Because they became so generic, right?
I'd say yes, but no. So yes, they did, but no, not because they're Ultramarines. It's all Marines. So Ultramarine characters have always had that Roman-esque style. And then obviously because the poster boys, the kits have always been generic. And they've always had the upgrade sprues. And then Primaris happened. The characters of everyone, like every chapter, everything was just plain. And all the kits were plain. And now, like, the Space Wolves, the Dark Angels, Blood Angels, and now the Ultramarines, now that character is coming back. And they are making it more unique to each chapter. The only unfortunate thing is the Ultramarines don't have like a unique squad. They do have the Victrix Guard, but they don't have like a well, I can't put my teeth back in. Deathwing or like the Wolf Guard or whatever you call them, or like sanguinary priests. But they do have Victrix Guard, which are so like Greco-Roman. But it's always been that way.
Super cool.
It's always been that way. It's always been generic, and you've always had to sort of customize it. So I'd say yes and no to your question. No, Ultramarines haven't really lost it. It was everyone lost it, and that's what I really didn't like about Primaris. They just lacked character, and now the character's coming back, and it's what was his name, Captain Centos. That model is just the epitome of what I loved about what they're doing now, the new Primaris. They're echoing back to all the great details in the old models, and they're bringing it forward. It's so good. So yeah,
it's interesting because actually I heard a really interesting take on what's the new Raven Guard chapter master called?
Gerard.
Do you know the? Yeah, that model's super cool. Whatever he's called. I super love that model. The really interesting take that I heard on it was that wasn't a new design. It wasn't a new sculpt. That was a sculpt that they had originally considered for Shrike. That's his name, right? But at the time, when they brought Shrike, they re-brought Shrike out. That was when the Primaris were really, really generic. A lot of the characters were really generic, like you're saying. And actually, they looked at that design and went, "It's too unique. Like we can't have that." And so when they brought out Shrike, it's a lot more generic. and so they've almost forced the fluff to say, oh, actually, we've got this new chapter master. Here he is. So you can still take your plain old boring Shrike, but here's your new chapter master with all his bells and whistles and bits of paper and stuff everywhere, feathers and God knows what. So that's interesting, actually, because it kind of reflects that take.
It's they made not Ultramarines. They made Space Marines go from being gothic, skulls, purity seals, all these little like details, wires, all this like grime, grimdark that the universe had in the artwork and everything. And then they went to Primaris and they went blank, clean, tactical, and it lost all of that character, which I think that's what the general consensus with everyone was. It's just sort of lost it. And some people look at that and go, oh, I love this. And people be like, for everything. But it didn't do it for me. But you can see all the little details are coming back, which is great.
Oh yeah, for sure. I didn't expect that take, actually. That's an interesting, because I hadn't considered it that way, in the fact that it wasn't Ultramarines. It seemed like it was Ultramarines because they were the poster boys. It's interesting. It's not the take I expected, but actually you're absolutely spot on. Doesn't happen often, Stibio, but yeah, I'll give you this one. I'll give you this one. So, sorry, Dale. There's one more bit I want to ask. So, obviously, with being poster boys, it comes with a hell of a lot of hate. Why do you think Ultramarines get as much hate as they do?
Oh, he's sitting down. I've had a lot of time to ruminate about this.
I'll go on mute. You can just have the mic. Just speak for the next hour. We'll see you later.
This is multifaceted. Okay, so I think it all stems down originally to Matt Ward. So he used to love. I think Ultramarines were his favourite chapter, so he wrote them to be the best, the amazingest, blah 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 blah.
Okay,
but this was 20 years ago. Okay, so that happened. But then it just sort of faded away. Games Workshop sort of rectified it. Blah, 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 blah. That's all lore stuff. It's around that time that also Ultramarines were becoming the poster boys. So they needed someone on the box. They picked Ultramarines. They're very simple. Blah, blah, blah. Bright colours. Boom. People are contrarian. So people look at that and go, I don't like that. I don't like that. I want to do the opposite to that. So yeah. People now come into the hobby years on, and they hear people repeating the same thing over and over again. Oh, Ultramarines this, Ultramarines that, and they repeat it. So it's a multitude of things. So it's the original sort of slight in the community, which still carries on today with Tau, for example. Like they were released when I got into the hobby, and it's like, they're still the new faction that everyone hates, and it's like, what? So yeah,
I mean, Votan have come and gone again, right? And
Votan,
I mean, but they're not hated. They're loved more than almost anything. So
yeah, good old space dwarfs. But yeah, Ultramarines, people like repeating the memes. They like repeating the stuff. So if you want to be included in this hobby, you want to be a part of the group. So you're seeing people going, oh, Ultramarines, oh, I hate Ultramarines because of this, X, Y, Z. So they're repeating it, going, oh, I hate Ultramarines because of X, Y, Z. And then on top of that, you've got people who genuinely don't like Ultramarines, and that's added into the mix. But then I just sort of don't really care. So I originally collected Dark Angels. Like the reason why I chose Ultramarines is the colour, Ultramarine blue. Although they're not actually Ultramarine blue. They are, it's the colour scheme for me, and I love it, and that's why I picked them. And I think there's a lot of people out there who are growing, Ultramarines are growing on them, because like games like Space Marine 2, big one.
Yeah.
Because they're like, oh, hang on a minute, all these memes we've heard about Ultramarines, because like the lore is insane. Like, it's such good lore now. It's so well written.
Yeah.
Like, Gilliman's stuff is just amazing. And there will be stuff like that in every chapter for different people. And it resonates to different people different ways. So, I do think the Ultramarine hate has sort of died down a bit. and everyone sort of goes, poster boys, yeah, there's got to be someone on the box. And you'll still get people going, oh, Ultramarines, but yeah. So, long story short, sheep mentality.
As a Dark Angels player, I know the feeling, because let's be honest, as a Dark Angels player, have I ever been to a tournament or something like that and someone's gone, oh, they're traitors? Okay, sure, sure, of course they are. Let's carry on now. Yeah, no, that's a good point.
I mean, they are traitors, but that's what gives them the spice. That's what makes the lore amazing, because that's what gives them the juice, is they're covering it all up. I just love that about them.
Yeah, there's it's interesting. I mean, we're going to go off of this tangent because I'm going to force the point. Obviously, during Heresy, if you go into the lore, every single chapter, without fail, every single chapter had defectors.
Yeah, even Ultramarines.
Yeah, literally everybody had people that decided to follow Horus. Dark Age was a bit of a weird one. So if you read things like Luther and some of the books that sort of predate that, they didn't. Luther and his contingent didn't fall to chaos. That was never the original thing. There was hints of it, and Luther did start to make pacts with others like Typhon and things like that. But their thing was the fact that they wanted Caliban to be free again. So yes, there's an argument to say that Luther was being tainted by chaos to make that his thinking, but there was loads of other people within his group that were like, no, we want Caliban to be free again. We want to have the Order back. We don't like what the Order became when it got absolved into the Dark Angels. And so there was quite a lot of people who wanted that. And so if you sort of took Luther out of the picture and the way that he sort of fell, which is slightly different, there's loads of people that sit within the Order and the Dark Angels which defected because of that. It just so happened that they were doing it on Caliban, and they'd been sent back to reinforce the Dark Angels, and so they were effectively creating more and more Marines. And so that actually comes out in the new book. The new line book, The Son of the Forest. So when he goes and actually talks to some of the Fallen, as they were, they actually had no idea that who they were fighting for. All they knew was the fact that the Dark Angels came back and they fired upon the planet. They didn't actually know the fact that Luther and his contingent had fired on the Dark Angels fleet first. And so actually there's swathes and swathes and swathes. Like, I think it's something stupid like 100,000 Dark Angels. Most of them had no idea. They were still Dark Angels. They had no idea the fact that they were now the Order and they were part of this defected Dark Angels thing. So there's obviously this whole idea of the fact that, like, oh, over half the Dark Angels fell to Horus and fell to Chaos. They didn't at all. And I think it's interesting, because I think when you read Son of the Forest, that's the thing that changes the Lion for me as a character. He doesn't just come in and go, oh no, the way that the Dark Angels are doing things is now, he's right, they're all fallen, we need to kill them all when we see them. Actually, he's changed as a character, and he's realised the fact that he made mistakes during the Heresy by being too impulsive. The way that he did things, he made really sharp judgments. When he killed Namil, it was just a really sharp, impulsive decision, and so it kind of pushed his sons away, and so it kind of created that greater divide. But yeah, this idea that so many of the Dark Angels fell to chaos is absolutely ludicrous. And actually, all of the chapters probably had a very similar amount that fell properly to chaos and that sided with Horus. It just so happens that the Dark Angels kept it secret about what happened on Caliban. They never told anybody what happened on Caliban with the breaking of it. They just said that they had to go back and they had to purge the planet. They didn't tell anybody the fact that all of these Space Marines got taken away and fell to chaos. So it does make an interesting twist. But yeah, I think there's a big chunk of lore that's effectively taken out because it's Dark Angels are traitors type thing.
Yeah, it's meme repeated after meme. It's just repeated and repeated and repeated and repeated. That reminded me, that similar theme, I love it. There's Iron Hands. There was a group of Iron Hands that got split off, did some recon. The heresy happened, And they came back and they were like, what on earth? And they ended up like fighting with the size of the Emperor, helping protect I can't remember what it's called, the big beacon that attracted all the Tyranids. But they...
it's on the tip of my tongue.
It's the,
Yeah, go on, sorry.
the thing. But yeah, they were like, what on earth? And then they got folded into the Ultramarines in a successor chapter, like the Silver Skulls. So like...
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love that bit of the lore. I love those little nuggets.
Well, the Ultramarines got boosted massively, didn't they? Because the Ultramarines, I believe, took on quite a lot of the remaining Chaos chapters, the loyalists within those Chaos chapters who survived Isfahan and stuff like that, who all never got pulled into Isfahan. I believe that a lot of those got pulled into the Ultramarines and were part of the draft of a lot of their chapters.
Yeah, it's like off the record, isn't it? But like it's heavily implied throughout a load of stuff. It's like the 2nd and 11th chapters. Like it's implied that their Marines got folded into the Ultramarines, which is why the Ultramarines were like quadruple the size of everyone else. But
and Gilliman's good with a spreadsheet, so he's going to be able to recruit well.
Just Gilliman, he's such a good character. I love him. But then
he's so easy to hate. But the moment you start to read into a lot more of his lore, like I fell for a lot of the memes early on, and it was just like, oh, Gilliman's this really boring character. He's really bland and stuff like that.
Oh, his wife's an elf.
Yeah. Don't go start on that one. But even when you look at Heresy, when you look into it, I started to read a lot more. So obviously he had that big bust up with the Lion as part of Imperium Secundus and stuff like that. And even then, even when you sort of start to read into why he created Secundus and the doubts that he had, like it gives you a lot, like it's this idea that he's just this perfect being, that he never does anything wrong. But then when you start to read more about him, like he's got so many doubts about the way that he does things, and he's got so many insecurities. He becomes more of a character. He's got way more depth than I think people give him credit for.
Oh, he's so deep. He's so deep. I love there's at the end of one of the books where he's like just himself, and he opens up a sealed container, and it's Lorgar's whatever you call it, Big Book of the Emperor is a God.
The Big Book of Lorgar.
Big Book of Lorgar.
Divinio
Lectitius or something like that.
Letitiatia or whatever. Yeah, whatever the word is
Latin,
that we can't say.
But yeah, there's that scene where he's like, oh, maybe I was onto something. It's just glorious. I love it. I could bang on about it for hours. I love Gilliman. He's a good egg.
Yeah. I think we could probably move on to the sort of second section, which is more about painting. Do you want to go first, Dave? I just helped all the limelight as per usual with Geth.
Yeah, he's this excited child, bless him. Yeah, so do you have any like tips for people like looking to get into Ultramarines to get like battle standard ready, or any like little tips and tricks that you've learned along the ways to master your technique of blue? As you pointed out, you love blue and stuff like that. You must be a master at it now.
Yeah. So there's a company called Colour Forge.
Mm-hmm.
They do Imperial Blue Spray, which is a almost perfect colour match from a Crag Blue. So if you spray your models with that's you're half of the way there. If you can use oh my word, what's it called? Drakenhof Nightshade as a wash.
Wicked wash that one is, yeah. And
then just like dry brush, Macragge Blue, maybe a bit of Calgar, but don't use Calgar, use Elysium Blue from Two Thin Coats. Mm-hmm. It's exactly the same colour, but it's actually opaque, because Calgar Blue is not a good colour.
Yeah, is that a layer, isn't it? Or whatever Citadel call their paints. Yeah,
I've got a recipe on YouTube, but that's not battle ready. That's like how I paint. So it's a bit of a rough heavy metal style. But yeah, I'd say battle ready. Get a spray paint, or just Chaos Black and do a couple of layers of Macragge Blue, and then base coat with Macragge Blue, because then you can touch up with Macragge Blue. And then I'd say wash, Dragon Half, maybe a dry brush of the Elysium, and then if you want to go a bit fancy, do a brighter blue, like maybe a Fenrisian grey, or like a... Oh, for the life of me, I can't remember the name of the blue. Just like a very bright blue. And that'll get you going.
Oh, sweet.
But then obviously you've got
Sure.
the golds and the reds and all blah, 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 blah. But
Speaking of reds, red bolters, yay or nay?
yay!
I just got a picture with the red
Yeah,
bolter
with
on.
one
This
there.
Yeah.
It's just...
What is it about it?
So
I just don't understand it.
red bolt... They've always been red. And then Primaris came and they made them black.
Are they black with Ultramarines as standard?
I've
never paid an Ultramarine.
Way back when, up until Primaris, they've always been red. And then Primaris came out and they were like, we're cool now, they're black. And then...
Tactical.
Yeah.
Tactical.
And then people like me just went, no. Kept painting them red. And now, like, the box art for Captain Centos, red. Bolt gun game, red. All the guns are red. The red works with the blue. It's a complement. It's a complementary. It's the opposite of the colour wheel. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
It works. It's why you've got the red eye lenses. It's why when you've got a sergeant with a red helmet and the green eye lenses, it all just works together. Black, boring. Red. They've got the primary colours. They've got the yellow shoulder pads, or gold, which is a yellow metallic, the red and the blue. It just works.
That does answer the next question. Which company do you paint your Ultramarines?
I paint them primarily second and first, but I'm very pernickety about... I'd never judge anyone else on this stuff, but for me, I'm always like, they have to be exactly lore accurate. So second company or first company for the veterans, the Terminators, all that sort of stuff. Mm-hmm. Every now and then I've painted something from a different company, and I do have like 10 captains of the second company, which I just have to sort of like disconnect.
That's just the Ultramarines, right? They've got how many captains have been in the second company? This is ridiculous.
Yeah, like
Just got to line up.
I can.
Like a line.
There was the dude.
Was Titus?
Yeah, there
Was Titus second company captain?
There was a dude before Titus, and then he got shot by an Eldar in a duel, and then Titus took over, and then obviously all the events of Space Marine 1 happened, and then it was another dude, and then I think it was Cato Sicarius.
Yes.
And then
I don't know if there's one in the middle. But it's,
and then he got knocked off he got lost in the warp.
Yeah, as I said.
And then now it's a new guy. Is it like Akaran? I can't remember.
Whatever his name is.
He's some dude.
Because Titus has come back as a lieutenant, and Sicarius has come back as the lead head, whatever it's called, the leader of the Victrix Honor Guard, right?
His lore as well.
Imagine just coming out the warp.
His lore is so good because he used to be so pompous, and then like you get like meme things like text to speak being like, "I got his Sicarius," but then he came back. He saw his men die. He's so shell shocked. He is so broken as a character, and he wants redemption. He wants to just make his brothers proud, all that sort of stuff. And he's come back as this great character. And now I hope they're going to bring out a book for him because they brought the model out. He's such a good character.
I'd be surprised if they didn't, because it feels like the right time to do something with the lore, especially around the Ultramarines, and with him coming out and the Victrix Honor Guard. So obviously, when you look at the older version of the Victrix Honor Guard, they were locked to Calgar, and so you could only take them with Calgar, you could only buy them with Calgar. Whereas now they seem to be coming out as a bespoke standalone unit, which means that you can take them, in theory, with other units in the game. I think they're even reboxing the Gravis Calgar, so he doesn't come with the Victrix Honor Guard anymore. That's the rumours going around at the moment. So you still be able to get the Gravis. This is pure rumour, and I run with it, because you used to be able to run Calgar in either version of his armour. everyone's thinking. Well, a lot of people are thinking that you'll be able to run him Gravis or Terminator, and then the Victrix Honor Guard will be their own bespoke standalone. Because at the minute, it's really hard to get Calgar anywhere, because everyone's thinking that basically the GW are sold out because they're reboxing him to be on his own. So yeah, with Victrix Honor Guard getting a big step forward, Kato getting his own, that's like a super incredible model. Yeah, it feels like the right time. Give him some lore, GW. Go on out.
Yeah. Because
We all know they listen to this podcast. Like, they listen to this podcast and they do everything we say, so...
Yeah, sure. Yeah. You could be keeping something secret, Ben, with your MD, whatever it is.
Yeah, I am actually the owner of Games Workshop, and this is the way that I do little
I'm James.
Stuff, yeah.
But speaking of Sakaris' fluff, though, it's like you'll be mightily miffed if you just appeared out the warp. You're not the captain anymore. You're like, what the fuck's going on? It's like,
well, imagine Titus did the same, right? Titus all of a sudden came out of the Death Watch and was just like, you're not a captain anymore. He'd be like, what the fuck?
Where's my
Ultramarines are bastards?
Wait, hang on, Gilliman's back.
Yeah, who the fuck? What's going on? Why is my helmet 17 different colours? What the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, those poor characters. It does seem that Ultramarines, given that they're such a well organised, structured thing, like these characters appear and they're like, fuck, what do we do with them? Just make up a post. Just fucking do it.
Yeah, it's like they'll drop you quick. I tell you that. It's like, right, you're done.
Like,
next.
What's his face? Oh my days, Captain of the Fourth. Uriel Ventress.
Is it caught? Yeah, that's it.
It is whole like his lore. Oh my days. He's been through the thick of it.
Is it? Yeah. He's the, what's his title? Master of the Fleet or something like that.
Something like that. They've each. I think Ultramarines are the only ones who do it now, but like each company has
4, didn't they?
Yeah, each company has a different thing that they do, don't it? So like one's like the fleet, one's the Fords, one's communications, one's chips. Like they've all got a different thing they do.
They just wish they had wings. This is the thing. Like they just wish they still had the Hexagramicon. They had like the Deathwing and everything like that. So it's just tryhards, tryhards.
Oh, trying to pull us back on.
Yeah. What? So you obviously talked about first and second. I see a lot of your stuff with obviously the gold shoulder trim. That's your veterans. That's your first chapter. What colour's the second chapter? Is that
so
white, red?
First company is a white trim, and they have white helmets because they're veterans.
Oh yeah.
So all the first company are veterans, and then the second company are the gold trim.
Okay.
And then I think third is red, fourth is green, and then fifth is purple.
Fifth is
what? And then one's orange.
One yellow.
There's
fifth doesn't matter. So
there's the new. Is it Dawn of Fire? There's that new Ultramarine chap coming out, and he has orange shoulder pads, but they've painted them metallic orange, so they look gold. But that his chapter, his company, is orange, and I think 9th is silver. I don't know.
They've kind of broken a little bit now, haven't they? Because I know that when Gilliman came out, he basically went, "The Codex is out of date, guys. I know that you've been sticking to it religiously, but I looked back at it and actually it's not quite right." Because so they've broken that, and I believe they've broken the 10 company 1,000 Marines thing. I think it's maybe somewhat unofficial, but
yeah, they've never officially said it, but like it is what it is. Like you've got like the Tyrannic War veterans as well, which is they're not counted in the 1,000, and there's all that sort of stuff.
No,
it's like what about pilots?
They formed my chapter, so they're too busy being the founder of my chapter. So,
but like pilots as well. All these red tech marines, they're not counted.
Oh yeah, so many tech marines, it's unbelievable.
Yeah, so
it's like loophole after loophole. Like dreadnoughts don't count either. Yeah, you can take tech marines; they don't count. apothecaries, because they've got their own little thing.
Yeah, they're not counted.
And librarians,
Yeah.
the librarians have got their own little thing.
Chaplains.
Yeah, they do whatever they want. Just take 1,000 chaplains, you'll be fine. It's not a problem.
Oh,
Or you just be the Black Templars, so you just don't give a shit about the Codex. So you just go, no, we're a crusade. We're on a permanent crusade.
No, they are.
So we can-
The Black
20,000
Templars are Codex compliant.
They're on a permanent crusade.
They just found a great loophole.
Yeah, they were looking through and they went, hold on. This line here says we can do whatever the fuck we want if we're on a crusade. So therefore, we're going to be on a permanent crusade. Dawn said we've got to go and do this job, guys. So we've got to do this crusade.
Yeah, really important. Yeah,
we need loads
burn
of
all these planets in the way. Yeah,
yeah. We'll burn all the planets, take all the people, and turn them into Space Marines. It'll be fine. Nobody will notice.
yeah. Fresh recruits, lovely.
Yeah. And then the Imperial Fists do the whole. What's the protocol?
Last
War,
War,
or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Black Templars come in and they've got like Legion size. They've got like 200,000 Space Marines or something stupid. You wait. It will happen. It will happen. Shall I go?
Yeah, go on.
Okay. So somebody asked this question, and I'm interested to see your thoughts on it. Who, with the exception of you, because obviously you can't see yourself, paints the best Ultramarines on Instagram? Let's go for on Instagram.
There's a few. There is a few. I follow them. And now on the spot. Give me a second. Let me get my Instagram up.
Quick research.
There's one that I literally started following yesterday, something like that. I think you may have commented on it, Stibio. He painted the Guilliman. It was like a 3D print Guilliman. It is like, it's insane. So they've done like a polished blue for the armor. It's a really, really cool sculpt. It's got like a flowing cape behind him, but like the level of detail. So all the armor is NMM. So it's all NMM, like polished blue. It's NMM gold on him, everything like that. Like his face, just loads of people have like kind of gone, I thought this was a drawing. Like it's generally that good from the picture. You look at it and you go, oh, that was like a drawing. It was like a sketch. Somebody's done it as a painting, something like that. It's a model, and oh my god, like I'll have to show it on the video or something like that. But it's the most insane thing I've ever seen. Like to the point of, if it was allowed, that for me that would be like almost Slayer Sword winning. It's got no base or anything like that. But when you've got a model like that, who cares? It breaks my brain to look at it.
Some people are so good at painting. Right, are you ready?
No, it's ridiculous. Go on.
Dead answer.
Okay.
That's one. For the Imperial greater good.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's his stern guard that he put up. It was quite a little while ago now, but his stern guard that he put up were absolutely insanely good. I loved them.
Oh jeez, I'm following so many.
I see. Yeah, like every now and again you share them, don't you? So
I try and post people up. Spen's painting. He does great Ultramarines.
Spencer's Grimdark. Is that because he did the Dreadnought for Golden Demon?
Yes. Oh
like
god.
The super rusty one.
Yeah.
That was the Ballistus.
Ballistus.
Which one was it?
No, I think it was the original, wasn't it?
No, Brutalis. I think it was a Brutalis Dreadnought.
Oh yes. Sons of Guilliman.
Super rusty. Oh yeah, that's a really good shout as well.
Power Fist 88.
I'm not sure I follow them. I'll have to look at them.
Oh geez, Ultramarines IM.
You've got so many. I feel like you've just got.
Just you know what? I'm Voldarian. Go on my Shogun 40k. Yeah. Go on my Instagram. Go to who I'm following. There you go.
It's a good show. What for you? What makes a good Ultramarine? Like what do you look at and go, oh, that's like incredible? Like what are you looking out for?
So I'll get back up this post of Dead Answer because I whatever you call it on Instagram, retweet? No, reshare?
Reshare or whatever it's called, yeah.
Yeah. He's got it's poppy colours for me that I love. So I think it's an aspiration for me as well. But his blues pop, his reds pop, everything's crisp. The edge highlights are on point. The weathering as well. So he's got little scratches. He's got dust around the boots. Like that. You know what? I'm gonna send this post. Sorry, podcast listeners, this is not good audio. Yeah, I will just send you this post so you know what I'm on about. But also his painting wise, Ultramarines aside, everything's crisp, everything is neat, and everything reads as what it is. So like leather reads as leather, cloth reads as cloth. And it's the little details as well, like hazard stripes.
And the hazard stripes are super clean.
Yeah, and he's done all the markings correctly. Like he's done a veteran sergeant, so the sergeant helmet and this white stripe, and then the Ultramarine symbol on the shoulder has a little red skull, and on his knee pad, everything is lore accurate. So yeah, that's what makes a good Ultramarine for me personally. Something that I aspire to. So I want my painting to reflect. So it just pops. It's saturated. It's yeah. But
I feel like you've got a super unique style. Like we've talked about this many times before, but like I feel like you could post like 100 Ultramarines, and I feel like you could put if I look through those 100 Ultramarines, I feel like I could pick out yours every single day. I think you've got a really unique style, and the way that like you do your edge highlighting and things like that, it makes makes the models really pop. I don't know what it is, but like I said, I could pick yours out in a room of 100 Ultramarines. I reckon I could pick yours out every single time.
I think it's because I did like oil painting before I did Warhammer, but I got into the habit, or the visual habit of what I like to look at, and also what I want to emulate is black to white. So everything I do goes from black to white, and some other art people are like, no, shadows should never be black. They should always be purple, blue, blah, blah, blah. But if you look at the stuff I do, it tends to be black is the darkest, white is the highest, which makes stuff pop. I like it. Makes me happy.
Yeah, that's interesting. So that's not something that I would take it on as like, yeah, so obviously I've started to do more gradients with some of the techniques that I'm using now. But yeah, the base is never black. It's black that's then had a contrast over it or something over it. So it starts from a coloured, like a very, very dark, but it is coloured rather than black. So yeah, that's interesting. Like now you've said it, I can kind of see it.
You can see it on my dude.
The stuff you do.
Yeah.
I can see what you do. Yeah, that's the thing. The people on YouTube will be able to see the dude in front of you, and they'll be doing the same thing as me, and they'll be looking at all the little crevices, seeing the fact that there's black in all those little crevices, and then in the highest point of all the highlights, it is white. It's not like, yeah. That's interesting. I've never noticed about your painting before.
But it's also like I've had to like, I don't want to do a sob story, but I messed up my hands a couple of years ago. Fell over, properly messed my hands up. Like I couldn't even move my right hand properly for like 6 months.
Wow.
But I've lost the fine detail. I've tried to get my fine painting back, and I just can't. Whatever, it's done. So the way I paint now is I embrace mistakes. So like I used to do glazes and washes and all these other things over the blue. I can't really do that because I need to be able to fix mistakes. So I have Macragge blue as a base, do my edge highlighting, and then cut into it with the Macragge blue to tidy up the lines. So it pops because it has to, and also I found ways to make it look clean. And like this, again, sorry listeners, but the chap I've got up as my picture, which is me, obviously, sorry, it's a self-portrait. I've done the edge highlights, as you can see, and then I've gone back in with the blue and tidied them back up again because I just can't paint that neat anymore.
Yeah,
and it's a lot easier to
anymore. I was never able to do that in the first place. So yeah,
it's hard though. You do compare yourself to other people like on Instagram, and they're painting this like unimaginable level, and you're just like, yeah. It seems so hard, and like at least with that you can sort of understand it. you can paint yourself. You can sort of understand how people do that, and then you get these sculptors. Like that is something else. That is how.
Yeah. Just as we're getting into Golden Demon season, like literally as we're recording, Golden Demon is this weekend, so all the posters are going to come out. Yeah, I both love it and hate it as a season. Like Golden Demon season, like I love seeing it all, but at the same time, it's really hard not to compare. It's so hard.
Well, we're human, aren't we? At the end of the day, because it's our flaw as a species, unfortunately, because we like to compare with others.
Grass is always greener.
The paint is always bluer.
See, I did the Golden Demon I went to. There was a lot of controversy where there were certain people thought they deserved awards.
Oh, that one.
And
yes,
they kicked off. And it is me, bloody. I literally was stood at the cabinet sobbing because I got a finalist pin. And it was like childhood dream come true. I'm happy. I'm so damn happy about this. And then, yeah, that was me done. I was happy about it. And it's sat in my bio ever since. I know it seems a bit sad. Some people, especially some of the Golden Demon crowd, always find it a bit cringe when people put that in the bio. And I'm like, nah, that's staying in there forever. It's my happiest hobby achievement. I got a finalist pin.
It's your bio. It's your achievement.
Yeah,
You do whatever you
I
want
love
with
it. It's like, I mean, I collect Ultramarines tonight, so I'm used to it.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, used to the hate.
And I got me Golden Demon finalist pin with a Dreadnought and Ultramarines.
I think that's what Spencer got his for as well. So there you go.
Yeah.
Apparently, if you want a film finalist pin, paint an Ultramarine Dreadnought.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter how good it is. I mean, my Stibio's and Spencer's are out of this world, so yeah, maybe let's not use those as judge. Paint whatever Dreadnought you want in Ultramarine College, you'll get a finalist pin. That's my guarantee. If you don't, I'll make you one. I'll print you one out and I'll give you one. You will have a finalist pin. Just paint one and put it into GD.
I don't want to go on a massive tangent, but something quite amusing. So for that, I did a big diorama. Long story short, Storm Raven, 5 Ultramarines jumping out, and a Dreadnought, and they found like a destroyed Imperial Guard sort of position. I spent like a good day and a half, like doing this little. It was a las gun with a helmet on top, of like this.
Yeah, I know which one you think. Talking about, yeah.
So I'd hollowed out the helmet. I broke one, had to do another one, and I perfectly hollowed it out. I got it on top of the las gun, got it all set, painted, blah blah blah. Did my entry. That was it. Just recently, I got some Imperial Guard bits, and there's a pre-done las gun and helmet, exactly like what I'd spent so long making. And it's just there.
It's inspired by you. Maybe it's inspired by you. They saw that and went, we need this as a bit.
And I just had this moment of holding this piece, and I was like, I spent hours. Yeah.
You were ahead of your days, Stibio. That's what it is. You were just you were trending.
The piece was like 15 years old.
No, definitely ahead of the curve. That's insane.
Ah, well, you do what you do, don't you?
Yeah. Go on, Dave.
Is it my go? Okay.
Get in there before I do.
So, I think it was going on potentially another question, probably heading towards the 11th edition, potentially, even though you don't play. As the poster boy chapter, do you think we'll see more named characters coming for the Ultramarines or from the Ultramarines?
No.
No?
I think what we've seen in this release is it. We've got the Dawn of Fire captain. We've got Calgar. We've got Sicarius. All these characters have just announced. Titus. Like, I think we're done for Ultramarines for a while, to be honest. But Games Workshop were like, oh, watch out, there might be more. So We'll see. I'll happily be proven wrong, but I doubt it.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because that's interesting. Because obviously, you look at. I'll go back to my Dark Angels because why not? So obviously, you've got Dark Angels. Have got not Gilliman, the Lion. That was a faux pas and a half. I was because I was looking at Stibio's thing. Obviously, you got Lion, so you got a Primaris equivalent. You got Azrael, which is your equivalent to Calgar. But then, if you look, they've got Belial, who's your first company captain, master, whatever they want to call him, head of the Death Wing. You've got Samael, who's the second, who's the Raven Wing leader. You've got the named lieutenant. Is there another one? I feel like there's another one. I'm maybe missing one. But yeah, I feel like there is a gap, and I feel like it's around the first company, because the first company captain hasn't been. There's no Ultramarine first company captain.
It's Calgar.
Oh, it's the chapter master.
Yeah, but it's also Calgar, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's so Azrael is the chapter master of the Dark Angels, but then Belial is the master or the captain of the first company.
Who is the Ultramarines first company captain?
I mean, it could be Calgar, but I know that Dark Angels do it slightly differently. But Dark Angels aren't.
Sorry, Mr. Man. It's Severus Agaman.
Oh yeah, of course it is. Yeah, Agaman. So there is like the name. I actually know the name, which is weird for an Ultramarine. Yeah, surely you've got to have at some point you've got to have a first company. With all the Terminators coming out and the new Terminator models, it feels like you could have a new Terminator.
But I think every captain they release sort of is the guy, isn't it?
Well, I guess so, because they always come out named, don't they? So, like the Phobos captain was named when they came out.
Oh,
and that
Mr.
was
Scottish.
Yeah, the Scottish guy.
You can have 3 Marines.
Yeah. So yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe the generic Terminator captain is Agamon or whatever his name is.
Yeah, I'd like to self-correct. I said Titus earlier. I meant to say Uriel Ventress as one of the captains.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean Titus should be a captain. Let's be honest.
He's better than a captain. He's a lieutenant.
I mean, I think by definition that means he's not. I mean, he is in himself. Let's be honest. He is. He should be at least the level of a Space Marine captain. But I still find that odd. The fact that they demoted him when he effectively did nothing wrong.
There's no space for him. So, oh well.
But there's no space for Kato Sicarius, and they just made up a job for him, right? So rather than demote it, because he's still a captain again. By rank, he's still a captain.
Yeah,
right?
He's captain, but he wasn't stripped of all honours and shoved into an Inquisitor's hellhole.
Interrogation, yeah.
Poor Titus. He did nothing wrong. He's such a dickhead.
Just misunderstood, like everyone else.
He is misunderstood just because he's somewhat like. This is going to get me on a different tangent because you look at like Gaunt. So I'm still going through the Gaunt's Ghosts books very slowly. I've just got through the bit where he, or I'm like 2 books ahead from where I am, but obviously he comes back from Geryon, and they accuse him of being tainted because he's in Geryon for so long, when actually it's just a strength of will thing, right? So he's never actually tainted, and he shows that in the rest of the books. Some people are just resilient to the warp, and they can just cope with it. Titus is one of those as well.
Yeah.
So he did nothing wrong.
The what's it called? The thing on Amazon Prime, secret episode, secret weapon, special episode, special source, something like that.
Secret power,
secret recipe,
secret weapon, is it?
Oh dear, secret level. Secret level.
Secret level. Yeah, of course it is.
That's it.
They should somehow get the rights for that and put it on Warhammer Plus. But B, that sums it all up. It's so deep, but also very easy to watch. He just has always been, since he was a kid, that guy. He just has the willpower and he just has the hate, which is what Space Marines are. Like, people think the good guys. I could get deep into it, but he is the perfect, like, Space Marine, which he's designed to be. He's a title character of the games, but that is why he's so resistant to the warp, because he just doesn't have the time for it. So, like, in secret level, spoilers, but the demon basically just murks everyone, tries to get Titus.
Yeah.
And he's like, nah, mate.
Titus is like, here's a chain blade to the face. Just take that
Boof.
instead, please.
But
It's not because he's warped.
I'm
It's
gonna
quite
stop-
interesting
stop.
to see though, because it makes.
No.
Oh,
Carry on.
I don't know if
No,
I'm
go on.
lagging out here. Right, yeah. Anyway, sorry about that. Just lagging. Yeah, so with this secret level thing, it's even though they're like Blade Guard, and you think like Marines are like unstoppable. You see at the start, didn't you, when they were like just tanked Lehman Russ Punisher, for example, and how, as it shows, not all Marines are equal. It's like where they're like getting gunned down or stabbed by their own guys. Didn't Titus stab his sergeant guy or something? Or I don't know how it was working, the demons playing tricks.
So,
Or
no. So the demon made them all basically attack themselves, apart from
okay.
Titus, who was like,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
strength
yeah.
of God
Yeah,
just
it's just like, nah,
rejected,
mate.
didn't he?
But that showed as well 40k. Like, normal dudes, Space Marines can just headbutt and they are gone. But then they get to a demon
Yep.
and Space Marines are on the underhand. Underhand, is that the word? But it
Yeah.
shows, and then you get. That's why guards are so cool as characters, because they're just normal dudes, and there's like 20-foot wide carnifexes. Like that sort of stuff makes 40k cool.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So with the going back to the Terminators, so did you think they rebuilt the first company so quick after the Battle for Mok'Rag? Because didn't the first company get wiped out?
Yeah, completely wiped out. Yeah, but all they
Yeah.
do is just whack some people from other companies.
You're the veteran now. You've been here
into
for
the
a
first
year.
company. There
You
you
are
go.
the veteran.
Yeah. A lot.
Big upgrade, isn't it? It's like,
Yeah, I got a dreadnought I did, which was based off of that lore, but also not, because it's obviously not canon because they all died. But my head canon for it was that there's this beautiful way they described it, was a circle of Terminators in one of the bunkers that all sort of died in a circle in the last stand. And my little head canon was they got one of them Terminators and managed to put him in a dreadnought. So I've done this little Castroframe dreadnought with like these sort of flower petals on like a puddle, and then a big old Tyranid head on the floor. But yeah, I think the whole lore, great lore. High Fleet Behemoth, and it spawned off the Tyranid war veterans. Tyrannic war veterans.
Tyrannic, yeah.
But yeah, to answer your question,
Isn't it-
they just got some people from the second and other companies and went, right, you're in the first
You'll
company
do.
now.
yeah. Spinning off on when you talk about your dreadnought, if any dreadnought that if you could bring back a dreadnought, which model would you
Castroframe
bring back
dreadnought.
and why?
I knew this was going to be the end. This every single episode with Stibio, we have to come back round to the Castaferum Dreadnought.
Which one's that?
Box
Is that the
dread,
captain one?
box dread.
Which one though? There's two variants: the Venerable or
Whoa! I ain't gonna say something controversial. I don't like the venerable, like the
no.
boxed plastic venerable dread. I'm just not a fan. But when I'm saying Castroframe, I mean your bog standard, your box knot. It's the perfect kit. It was one of the best kits they have ever made. They first made it in metal, then did it in plastic. Both are gorgeous.
Yeah.
There's so many variants of that kit. But what I mean is the OG box knot. They need to bring it out for Heresy. They need to redo it and bring it out for Heresy, because you try and buy one now, they're £500 on eBay.
Oh, they're insanely expensive.
And they're so gorgeous. I love them. So yeah, sorry. Castroframe Dreadnought.
Fair enough.
What do you think about the Saturnine Dreadnought?
I've got one in a box. That's all I'll say, because I've not even had a chance to open it.
Okay. But I guess you've seen it though, right?
Yeah, it looks cool. Looks cool. But like, apparently it's like 400,000 parts. So
That's Heresy, though, isn't it? I've heard loads of Heresy models. Like, some of the shoulder pads from Heresy are 2 parts, right?
yeah,
That's what I've
that
started
makes
to see.
sense because it's always annoyed me about the molecular bonding studs on the older kits because of the way injection molding worked. Is they're all facing the same way, which they're studs. They should all be sort of angled. So on the Heresy kits, it doesn't make sense because the stud pads, you put them together in 2 halves because then they're all facing sort of different ways.
Different,
But
yeah,
then
slightly
they
angled,
have
don't
a line down the middle, and unless you're using sprue glue and sprue goo and sanding it and wangling it,
Yeah.
it doesn't
Sounds
look
too
right.
much effort.
It's worse than a mold line.
Yeah.
Like, at least mold line you can kind of trim back from.
Yeah.
But yeah, all of a sudden you've now got to try and, if you've not done it right, you've now got a gap in your shoulder pad, which just looks silly.
Yeah. So it's
But yeah, I've heard Heresy kits are a bit mental for the number of bits that they've got and stuff like that.
it's like I really want to do the what's his face big man in Saturnine armor, the captain or whatever you call it,
Praetor.
Praetor.
Yeah, the Praetor.
in Saturnine. But apparently that's like about 100 parts. So
Wow. That's not even that big a model.
Yeah.
That's insane.
So it is what it is.
I had to ask you, given that
terrifying.
you are the Dreadnought King, like, obviously that is the latest Dreadnought? Yeah, there's no other Dreadnought's been brought out since then.
No, that is the latest one, yeah. Before that was
That is the latest one.
Deredeo and the what's his face? Or oh my days, what's his name?
What? Bjorn? No.
Oh no, it's the 3 Heresy Dreads, the Saturnine, Castroferum. No, not Castroferum.
Oh, is it the one that's quad auto cannons?
So that's the Deredeo, isn't it? And then you've got
That's the Deredeo.
you've got the Leviathan, and you've got the really smaller one in comparison.
Oh, I can't remember what it's
Oh,
called.
Contempt.
Contemptor, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go.
Well done, Dave.
But yeah, Bjorn. They did a made to order Metal Bjorn.
Mm.
Yeah.
So at some point he's going to turn up, and I'm going to be very happy.
Maybe they'll do a made-to-order Castroferum, and you can get them for less than £500 at some point.
If they did that, I am not kidding. I will buy 10.
I thought you'd say 100, so you're doing well to limit yourself to 10.
I reckon, like seriously, 10 Castroferums would do me until I die. Because like I don't want to get a bit deep, but I've looked at my pile of shame and I've gone, I've probably got enough to last me until I die.
Yeah, haven't we all? Haven't we all?
But there's always more.
That's all right.
There's always that next model. There's always that next Terminator that comes out, and you have to get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Go on
if
then,
anyone
Ben.
wants to
I can-
donate me 10 Castroferum dreadnoughts,
Yeah, like five
Hit me a PM.
grand's, yeah, 5 grand's worth of model. I've not got any more, Dave. I don't know if you've got any more.
Oh, did you ask your? I didn't think we missed one. Right, I'll say
miss
anyway.
Go on, you
What
go.
have you? What other favourite project have you worked on? And what have you put the most time into?
ooh, I've already mentioned them actually. So I did Dreadnought. That was just my favourite. It's the first company veteran with the little Tyranid head. I'll try and find him and send a photo. But that, for me, was like peak painting. I'd put so much time and effort into it, and the water effects worked, and the little Tyranid head came out beautifully. It all worked for me. But the one I spent the most time on was my Golden Demon entry.
That's an insane
That was
entry,
like
to be fair.
2.5 months of solid painting and like modelling as well. Close second to that, there was I did a Predator conversion.
Oh, yeah.
So I spent like a good month and a half on that, painting the tank, and I'm painting the guy up in the top of the tank, and converting it all. Those I'm really proud of. But then also like I did some Dreadnought Primaris Dreadnought Redemptor conversions into Castroframe Dreadnoughts, which took, again, so much time because I had to model them from scratch with plasticard and green stuff and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
They're all on my Instagram if you scroll back far enough. It's the only annoying thing. Like, I'm not pompous enough to have a website with like each of my projects on. But it's the only annoying thing about Instagram is like if I say something like this, oh yeah, I did this dreadnought, you have to go scroll.
Yeah.
But yeah, maybe one day I'll do that. Like Stibio's Pompous Gallery. But for me, I can just like look in the cabinet and go, oh yeah, look at him. Like I did some little dude with a flag, like some like a sergeant with his flag, and I was just proud of like I did a checkerboard around the edge of the flag, and like that I was just proud of. Like yeah, it's just little things like that. I've gone on a bit of a tangent.
Do you? That's right. I'll continue the tangent. I feel like as Marines now, I used to love having the banner poles on my sergeants and stuff when I did Blood Angels back in the day, and it's like an iconic thing. It's quite sad, I think. Anyway, they sort of removed all that now, like made him stand out more. I know this makes it no point and no sense in the fluff perspective. You just shoot the guy with the massive banner pole, you know, but. When there's like the firstborns and stuff like that, that was a trademark, I would say. All sergeants had like the banner poles and stuff. It sort of came from probably like Dawn of War. So, do you think they could bring it back for Primaris Marines, or would it not suit?
Well, that's the thing. They are bringing it back. Like Captain Centos, Dark Angels.
Yeah,
they are bringing them back because I think everyone does love the flags.
Well, yeah, one of my Deathwing Terminators. I took the old Deathwing banner and stuck that on his back. So there's the sergeant of that squad, just to differentiate him, just to differentiate the squad. It's an incredible thing. They should definitely bring it back.
I think they must have given the heads a wobble. They must have had like a wobble of the old head in Games Workshop because they did a bit of a U-turn. Obviously, they'd never hold their hands up and go, we're doing a U-turn. But they sort of went, okay, no one really likes Gravis. No one really likes the Reapers and all this other stuff.
I love Gravis.
Some people do, obviously.
I love Gravis.
They've gone, okay, what do people love? They love Scouts. They love Terminators. Let's actually use them. They love like banner poles, bringing the banner poles back. So they've listened to the community and everyone's loving them for it because that's what people love. But banner poles, they are another thing that is so 40k, and that's why I love it. It's like if you look at a Castroframe Dread, in between his legs, there's 4 pipes. Okay? They are in a stupid position. They are very easy to get hit. They are very easy to snag on stuff. But that's not the point. They're just pipes and they're 40k and they look cool, and that's why they're in there. And I wouldn't have them any other way.
Fair enough. Yes, I'm done.
That feels a good place to call it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Stibio, for coming on and talking all things Ultramarines.
Oh, I didn't mention it.
Let's see how much hate we get.
Home bargains.
Oh yeah. I don't think actually anybody. I think somebody messaged me about it. What if you had? What was it? A tenner? What's the question you always ask me? Ask yourself the question, Stibio, because you're always every guest.
I'll tell you what. After digging this hole, there's a very good purchase, especially getting to a certain age. A folding chair, $2.99 from Home Bargains. A folding stool. Saves your back, saves you squatting down. You can sit on this little folding chair and do lower down things. So if I had a crisp £10 note, I'd go into Home Bargains and I'd get 3 of them.
3 of them? Wow, okay. There you go. Well, on that, Stibio, thank you as always for joining. Obviously, this is the
thank you very much.
3rd time you've been on?
Yeah.
Number 3?
Yeah. Gotta make it to 5.
We'll definitely do that. You're definitely going to come on again in the future. You'll be the regular guest. So, thank you so much for coming on. Before I forget, where can people find you, Stibio?
Just type Stibio Primaris into Google, but I just basically on Instagram. Yeah, I was on YouTube.
Yeah. So you got your YouTube, and you have got a podcast which I've been on. I've been a guest on your podcast. So, it's in a bit of a hiatus at the moment with the housing situation, but it'd be good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that coming back. So if people want to go and listen to that, it's well worth a listen. It's a lot of fun.
It is good, but yeah, other things to do.
He'll be back, and yeah, if you ever want a guest, me and Dave will definitely come on. So
yeah, I might just like rip this and just change the name.
Just do that. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be on YouTube, Spotify. If you want me to send the file, Stibio, I'll send it over, and you can do whatever you want with it. It's not a problem.
Just change the title. That's it. Done.
Yeah.
Just thank you so much for having me.
That's fun.
It's just such a joy.
Absolute pleasure.
I just get to waffle about things that I love, and yeah, thank you so much for having me.
Absolute pleasure.
Yeah, it's quite all right.
Right.
Next we've actually got another guest coming up. So this is one that I'm particularly Dave will always get me on this one. Obviously, I wear a lot of Gambit Gaming. I finally had a chat with James. So James is the owner of Gambit Gaming. He's going to be coming on in the next episode. So I love their stuff. I talk about it so much. Insane amount. They make the new first rank wargaming t-shirts as well. But yeah, James is going to be coming on. He's going to be talking all about his about Gambit Gaming and where the idea of it came from and sort of how he manages it, because it's not his full-time job, which a lot of people don't realise. So yeah, we'll be chatting all about that. It's a little bit different. Obviously talking about apparel and t-shirts and hoodies and things like that. So yeah, it's going to be an interesting episode from that point of view.
Yeah, definitely.
I will put out a post. So if you've got any questions for James, obviously feel free to drop them in the comments of this one, DM Dave or I, or put out a post on Instagram. So yeah, if you've got anything you want to sort of put out there for James, he's a really, really lovely guy. Will sort of answer pretty much anything. So yeah, he's going to be our next guest. So yeah, it's going to be lovely. It's going to be really lovely. Yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this episode as much as we did. It's been a lot of fun. If you did, please do this kind of thing. Like, subscribe, drop us any comments with any thoughts you've got on Ultramarines or anything like that. If you want to find me, I am First Rank Wargaming over on Instagram. It's probably the easiest place. Dave.
Dave _hobby _corner on Instagram.
It's all up above us if you want to have a look. There's the tags. Mine, Stibio's, and Dave's are all up there. So, and the links will be in the description as well. So obviously, if you want to go and find Stibio, you can just get into the links in the description, and you should be able to get there pretty easily.
Yeah,
Nice.
And that's everything. Thank you so much again,
Yeah.
and we'll see you next time.
thank you very much.
Right. Cheerio.
Bye.
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 Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.